Hey everybody, happy Monday, happy New Year. I wanted to take the time, obviously today is the first Monday of 2017 and it's a new year. We made it to 2017 and so I wanted to take the time to say happy new year again, for you to see my face, for me to tell you happy new year. So happy new year. I know it takes a minute for Facebook to build the audience, but I'm going to keep talking because I do not want to stay on here really long. I know that many of you are probably off of work today, or hey, you're probably enjoying the holiday, or you're probably on lunch if you had to work today. But I wanted to come in for two reasons. Well, obviously to say happy new year, and as the title of this video says, I wanted to share my word for 2017 with you. So, in case you're not familiar with, you've never heard about the word of the year or one word, hi to the one viewer. Thank you so much for joining. If you can just leave a comment and let me know where you're joining me from, or just say hi, that would be great. But I'm going to keep talking because I know that most people are going to see this on the replay. So, as I mentioned, the point of this video is to share my word for 2017 with you, and I want to know what your word is. So, last year, I was the first time I picked a word for 2017 or 2016. What am I saying? 2016. Last year, I picked a word to sort of guide my year, and the word that I picked in 2016 was implement. And I picked that word because, I wrote a long blog post on it. If you've read the blog, you've probably seen me, read the post, or you've probably seen me talk about it a lot. And the reason I picked implement is because there were lots of things that I wanted to implement for my brand, for my business, and all of that. And implement was that word to kind of guide me, to help me to remember, to stick to the goal, to remember what I wanted to do. And that worked out really well for me. Hello to the two viewers. Hi, thank you for taking the time to join me today. Um, so I picked implement in 2016. And hey, Julie, thank you for joining from Philadelphia. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining. So, so as I was saying, yes, so I wanted to share with you my word for 2017. My word for 2017 is soar. And I picked soar because after I've implemented a lot of the things that I wanted to implement in 2016, obviously I'm the kind of person, I don't like to stay at one level. So once you've kind of mastered, or you've achieved what you wanted to achieve on one level, then it's time to go higher. So I picked my word soar. Hello to I see I have three viewers. Thank you for joining. Happy New Year. I am just sharing my word for the year, which is soar. And I also made the decision to kind of break it down a little bit more. So just to kind of help me to, be even more strategic in everything that I do. And so I broke it down. S is for strategic, as in being strategic in the things that I do, the things that I don't do, and staying on task so that I'll know, if an opportunity comes up, if it's in alignment to the goals that I set or the things that I want to do, then, I'll make the decision whether I'll say yes or no. So that's what strategic is. O is for on purpose, because if you've read my posts, or you've probably seen me a lot talk about living a life of purpose. That's something that's very, very important to me. I'm committed to using all the gifts and the talents that God has given me to, make other people's lives better, and to add value to other people's lives. Hey, Markeisha, thank you so much for joining. Even if it's scary or it's outside of my comfort zone, and that's something I talk about a lot. And so, on purpose. And then A is for action oriented. um, you know, you can have a lot of plans, but if you don't take any steps to do it, if you don't take any steps, to achieve those plans, then nothing is going to happen. I always say that inspiration is great, but nothing beats action. So you have to actually take action. And I wrote the blog post, which I linked above. So you can, when you're done watching this video, you can read the blog post for more details. But one of the ladies who commented on the blog post earlier, she said that, she had a word for last year. I think it was faith, but she didn't put any action behind it. And so she stepped out on faith, but she didn't do a lot of the things that she needed to do to achieve the successes that she wanted. And so action is very, very, very important. And then R is for results, results driven. Obviously, you want results, and you want to, if you set a goal, you want to be able to measure that you know, that you were able to achieve it and you're driven by the fact that you want to get results. So my word, hey Markeisha, so my word is for 2017 is soar, and you're probably gonna see me make reference to it a lot. And so I wanted to make sure that I did this video at the beginning of the year so that you're familiar. And yeah, so I want to know. Hey VeePeeJay, thank you for joining. So I want to know, what is your word? Did you pick a word for 2016? How did it go? Did you pick a word for 2017? What's your word if you want to share? I know many of you commented on the blog post and on Facebook already about your word. And thank you so much for those of you who have already commented. If you have not commented, feel free to click the link above this video. You'll see it says vpj.com/soar. It will take you to the blog post and you can leave a comment on there to let me know. Oh yes, Markeisha, that's a great word. Markeisha's word is believe. That is awesome. And for me, I think, as I mentioned earlier in the video, if you're just joining, thank you. Or if you're watching on the replay, as I mentioned earlier in the video, for me, picking a word kind of helped to guide my year. It really kind of helps you to stay focused on the task that's ahead. So if you have not picked a word, think of what you want to achieve. Think of where you are and think of a word that will help you to to focus on the goals that you have in alignment with, what you want to achieve and all of that stuff. Hey, Rochelle, thank you so much for joining. I see that's a good word, restoration. That's a good word. I like that. I think I saw somebody else picked restoration. That's a good word. And thank you for sharing. I appreciate you for sharing that. So leave a comment below. I would love for you to read the blog post. I linked it above about my year, my word for 2017, and also what to expect on VeePeeJay. As I mentioned in the post that I will continue to share the type of content that I share now. My aim is to share stuff that is uplifting, inspiring, positive lifestyle stuff. For many of you who have been following me for a long time, I'm entering into my 6th year as a blogger, 6th year of having a blog. And, I have grown a lot as a person. I've grown a lot as a person. I've grown a lot in business. I'm getting closer and closer to 40. And, so of course my, interests have evolved and my priorities and my experiences. And many of you have been on this journey with me and I really, really appreciate you. And, I want to make sure that, I take you along with me. I don't want to be the only one that's growing, And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure that I shared this with you. Hey, Cynthia. Yes, those are two awesome words, soar and jump. I know like Steve Harvey has a new book that says jump. That's awesome. And I actually a few years ago attended the Steve Harvey Soar Retreat. And it was actually one of the conferences that I attended that really, really, really kind of lit a fire under me even more and caused me to, sorry, my nose is sweating, to take action. And for those of you who may not be familiar, I have a lifestyle brand. Hey, Art, thank you for joining. It is called Ven and Rose. It is a lifestyle, faith-based apparel brand. This is one of my t-shirts that I'm wearing. And ironically, when I came back I'd already started the brand when I went to the SOAR retreat, but I remember meeting Valerie Burton at that event and she really just kind of, listening to her story and just being so inspired. And I didn't get stuck at the inspiration part. I took action and I remember I created a t-shirt that says purpose is beautiful. I wear it a lot. And so yeah. So Cynthia, that's awesome that you picked those 2 words. Hey, Julie, thank you. Julie has 3 words. Work the vision. Yes, go ahead, Julie. You got to put in the work. The Bible says that faith without works is dead. So if God gives you a vision, he will make the provision, but you still got to do the work on your end. And so I don't want to stay, I don't want to take up too much of your time on this Monday. You're welcome, Markeisha. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Markeisha says thank you for always desiring to elevate us to the next level. Yeah. The thing about it is many of you, have been following me for a really long time. A lot of you have been, when I started blogging, I used to blog about my hair. And I always say that God used my hair to change my life. And, I have grown a lot. I've started 2 businesses and I've done a lot of things. And, I don't want to be the only person growing. I don't want to be the only one growing and everybody else is just watching me. And so I want to always make sure that I share my experiences, whether they're like, nobody will people don't always share like the unpleasant experiences, but I try to be as vulnerable and transparent as possible. It's sharing my fear, the fact that I had a fear of failing, and the fact that I had to get out of my comfort zone and all of those types of things, because I know many of you can relate to that. And so a lot of times when you send me emails and messages saying the fact that you're so inspired by me, I want you to know that you can achieve those things as well, and that I have dealt with some of the same things that you're probably dealing with. So that's why I like sharing, and I appreciate everybody for joining. Thank you, Art. She says more on our pod. Awesome. Yes, I'm looking forward to the podcast episode. Thank you, Art. Thank you so much. Yes, implement and soar. You really, really have to, because when you think about last year, 2016 was tough, and a lot of stuff happened, and you look at sometimes you talk about all the stuff that you're going to do, when you probably should do, when you want to do. Just take one step each day to make those things happen. One little step, one foot in front of the other, and just keep going. So yeah, I don't want to keep you all too much. I appreciate you all for joining. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much. And if you have not yet read the blog post or left a comment, I would love for you to do that. You can leave a comment below and let me know what your word is. Hey, Kioka and Mioka, thank you for joining. Let me know what your word for 2017 is. If you picked one for 2016, you can also leave that as well and tell me how that went. So again, thank you so much for watching. Happy Monday, Happy New Year. And I want to wish you all the very, very, very best for 2017. You'll be seeing a lot more of me on Facebook Live. I want to make sure that I interact with you. And hey, Sherelle is, intentional. That's a good word. That's a great word. Intentional. I really believe in being intentional about everything that you do. They kind of go in hand with strategic. So thank you again. And I look forward to seeing you on many more live videos that I plan to do on this page, just to make sure that I connect with you even more as we head into 2017. And I look forward to soaring and growing with you. So have a great day. And Kioka and Mioka says release. Awesome. Yes, thank you. And feel free, if this video resonated with you, or there's somebody that should see it, feel free to share it with them. Give me some thumbs up, and all of that kind of stuff. And I thank you again for being part of the VeePeeJay community. One other thing. I also wanted to let you know that I wanted to make sure that I let you know that I have another page. The VeePeeJay page is not going anywhere. This is going to be my lifestyle blog page, but I also have another page, which is like my entrepreneur business page. And so if you're interested in any type of business related stuff, my consulting services, coaching, all the things that I do over there, you can also follow me on Vashti A. Joseph. I'm going to update this video so that you can follow the page if you're interested in that type of stuff. We didn't want to just come and bombard you with that kind of stuff, because I know a lot of you follow just my blog. And so I really appreciate you for joining. Thank you, Tamara, for joining. You're gonna catch the replay, because I'm gonna tune out now, and I want to wish you again the very best for 2017, and I look forward to connecting with you more. So take care and have a great day. Bye.